Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Fluid Power Systems. I am Purushottam, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. Today's session is about temperature control and the operating types of devices which is used to control the operating temperature of working fluid. So coming to the temperature control, working fluid temperature which influences the performance, hence which increases or which affects the effectiveness of the hydraulic system. So for this, if the temperature of the operating fluid which is high or which is excessive, then what will happen? Which leads to the oxidation of the fluid. That means the molecular bonding between the molecules. So when the temperature increases, the molecular bonding will reduces. That leads to which reduces its viscosity. So due to that, what will happen? So which leads to deterioration of the seals as well as the packings, deterioration of seals as well as the packing, and which enhances the wear between the closely mating parts like pumps, valves as well as actuators. If the operating temperature of the working fluid is low, then what will happen? Which increases the viscosity. Which increases the viscosity of the fluid, that is also leads to the power loss as well as poor performance of the working fluid. That means if the temperature is high, then also which affects the effectiveness of hydraulic system. If the temperature is too low, then also which affects the performance of the hydraulic system. Then we have to maintain some optimum temperature to get the good performance of the hydraulic system. So for this, we are going to use the heat exchangers. Heat exchangers are systems from which the heat transfer take place between the solid and fluid or fluid and fluid. So we can use the heat exchanger for heating purpose as well as the cooling purpose. Although the hydraulic system which is designed in such a way that we have to taken care of operating temperature, but in some cases heat exchangers are used to maintain the critical temperature, as well as in some of the system the heat which doesn't easily dissipate to the atmosphere. In such cases we are going to use the heat exchangers. Then the type of devices which is used to control the temperatures are heaters, air cooler and water coolers. Heaters, air coolers and water coolers. Heaters, an electrical coil heater is installed in the reservoir below the fluid and which is close to the pump. So due to which the low power heater with thermostatic controller which heat the fluid which doesn't burns the fluid. So which is used to maintain the low temperature of the working fluid. If the working fluid which is having a low temperature, then I am going to use heaters. Then if the working fluid which is having excessive temperature, then I am going to use air coolers as well as water coolers. Air coolers as well as water coolers. Now coming to air coolers, this figure which represents the schematic representation of air cooler, you can see this will be the oil connections where the working fluid will enter and exit. So this will be the fan. From this we can blow the air. So these are the tubes which is made up of aluminum or some other metal which is having some fins which enhances the heat transfer rate. Then when the working fluid, that is when the high temperature fluid which enters the tubes, so then the tubes, the outer surface of the tube which gets heated. So at that time we are going to blow the air by using fan. Then the air molecule, cool air molecule which is having high density, which is going to contacts with the tube, then which gets heat up, then after that which is carried away the heat. So in the same way, then again cool air which comes in contact with the tube which gets heat up, then which is carried away the heat. By this way, we can reduce the temperature of the operating fluid by using air coolers. So these air coolers are inexpensive and low operating cost, but the effectiveness of these air coolers are less compared to the water coolers and ineffective even the high ambient temperature in the environment. For example, if the room temperature which is around 28 degrees Celsius, then the working fluid temperature which is around 27 or 28 degrees Celsius, both the temperatures are same, then there is no temperature difference, then the cooling effect which not occur by using air coolers. So these air coolers which is having less operating cost, as well as these air coolers used when only when there is water scarcity. That means water coolers which is going to replace the water periodically. If that is not possible, in such cases only we are going to use the air coolers. Next, coming on to the water coolers. So these water coolers are widely used to control the temperature. So this system, the figure shows the schematic representation of water coolers. So this one is shell and tube model. Shell and tube exchanger. Shell and tube exchanger, which is connected to the return line of the tank. Then you can observe this. So these on the upper side of the shell we can see the tubes, the ports. Then on the lower side of the shell also we can see the two ports. In the one port, the hot oil. Here the hot oil will enter. So then which is going to circulate within the tube. Then in the another port, the cold water will enter. That means the direction of water and oil both will be in opposite direction. So when these two are enter in opposite direction, then this type of exchanger which is called as counterflow. So there is another type, parallel flow exchangers, in that the working fluid, that is hot water as well as the cold water, both will flow in the same direction. So that will leads to the less temperature gradient, less temperature difference, hence that reduces the heat transfer rate. But in counterflow, there is constant temperature difference between the high temperature fluid as well as the low temperature fluid, so that we can maintain high rate of heat transfer. So you can see here the hot oil will enter from one port. On the same way, the cold oil will enter on the surrounding of this tube. The cold water which carries away the heat in the hot oil, so then that will finally exit through this tube like warm water. Then the hot oil which cools up, reduces its temperature, finally exit at this stage, that is cool oil out. So like this way we can reduce the temperature. So in the same water coolers, if you are supplying cold water in, instead of cold water, if you are going to supply the hot water, then this system or this schematic representation that can be used as heaters. So here one of the important thing is we need to use the clean water to avoid the clogging within the tubes. So this is about the temperature control and the type of devices which is used to control the operating temperature of the fluid, that is heaters, air coolers and water coolers.